bucking my eyes. I'm trying to still figure out how I can get that eye contact. Thanks for tuning in. It's a lot going on today. Y'all know that the big voter day in Atlanta, Georgia is going on, and everybody's voting, and more voting. It's a lot going on in DC with the protesters protesting, for Donald Trump and, overturning the election. It's quite a bit going on in Wisconsin where they're not going to charge the police officers, with the shooting. It's just, we're in an uproar right now, and we need to get this country back up and running and get, and put a stop to a lot of this drama. It's quite a bit to just get these elections, get everything over with that needs to be done and over with, and move forward with the mending and the healing of this country and getting this economy back up and running, and kids back at school, and everybody getting vaccinated for this coronavirus so that we can get our lives back moving. And it's a marathon, y'all. It's just a marathon and not a sprint, basically. It is just a marathon and not a sprint. So we're just keeping hope alive and hoping that
everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Work itself out.
But this is a nail biter. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is a nail biter. This is because we just gotta wait and see what the results are gonna be, and poor Atlanta, they had this whole big burden on them of that's a lot for but I have confidence that they're going to do exactly what they're supposed to do. And I just wanted to wear my short hair today, y'all. I didn't wear my wig today. I wear wigs, ponytail, braids, whatever I'm in the mood for, because it's my head and I can do what I want to with it. And my hair had grown uneven, and I was like, I'll just cut it off. It's just hair, So, and it'll grow back. So when I want hair, I'll put hair on. When I don't, I won't. But I just thought I would let y'all see me without my hair on. So I'm always had these big cheeks. So yeah. How's your day been going, Nim?
It's been going all right.
What's up? What's been going on?
Well, Georgia Senate runoffs determines which party controls chamber. Okay, we all know that. The 2020 election is still not over. A pair of Senate runoff elections in Georgia on Tuesday will decide which party will hold the majority in the upper chamber. And despite his loss in November in the president election, President Trump blooms large in the campaign. In both contests...
Well, not to cut you off, but they done shut D.C. down because of all of the protesting.
Oh, yeah.
And carrying on. But that's their constitutional right.
Yeah,
if they want to protest, as long as it's a peaceful protest, let you know. And hopefully they're not, wanting to hurt innocent American citizens. So as long as they want to be out there and protesting and all of this other kind of stuff, that's their right.
Yes, as long as they're not doing anything bad. As long as it's peaceful,
and as long as they're not, So,
But in both contests, Republican David Perdue's been to win a second Senate term against the Democratic candidate John.
It's just quite a bit going on, and at the end of the day, tomorrow's going to be a big day for the Senate. And there, and Vice President Pence is supposed to be, doing what he do as a vice president, and there's going to be 100 other senators that are going to protest, and want to overturn the election. And I think I believe each case has to, be proven, and they have to agree or all this other kind of stuff.
Gotta agree.
But at the end of the day, what will be, and that's just all it is to it. And we're gonna hope for the best, and not have to, and hopefully not have to plan for the worst.
Well,
Always hope for the best.
I'm hoping even whoever wins will do the right thing when they get
President-elect Joe Biden won, but Donald Trump is protesting that. And that's his right, yeah. Just like it's President-elect Biden's, constitutional right to protest.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is what it is. And
that's what it's gonna be.
Yep, and that's exactly what it's gonna be. So we just have to. I'm a person. I believe in prayer and all of that. We just gonna have to pray for peace, and pray that in the coming, election. Well, not after this election, and once everything is settled in and everything's said and done, we'll get we'll bring a healing, and get this police reform situated and taken care of, and so that we can get this country back together. Because unfortunately, my generation and the kids, and even before then, the last couple years ago, they didn't have to deal with this, but these teenagers and children now, they have to deal with this, with coronavirus, with being out of school, and all of this stuff. And
that's happening.
I'm very proud of all of our American children that have been enduring this pandemic. You guys have been doing a good job, because I know that it's a lot on you, and I know you're ready to get back to school and back to doing what you do. And it will all come in time. It will come in time once we get these. What's important is these vaccines.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just my personal opinion. I feel like, well, I won't speak for all the American people. I'll just speak for me as an individual American. I just kind of feel like I've been put on the back burner as a citizen. And we so tied up in, all this other stuff. And it's okay to be tied up in it. But I just feel like more from the people that are still running things should be spoken and done about this coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I feel like it's kind of being overlooked, and it's like something could be said, something could be done.
Yeah.
Just because I just feel like that. I feel like that. It's getting a little neglected as far as the people. And maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just tripping, but sometimes I just feel like, what about us? We the people, the American people. You can be upset about something and fight something and want to overturn it. That's your right, and that's your passion.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have a job to do. You still have to see about these people and this coronavirus and getting these vaccines in. Mm-hmm. While you're in. So
that's really important right now to think about, because all the vaccine and the coronavirus is killing more people every day.
It is. Oh, and that's another thing with the coronavirus, and it's really scary because the hospitals are getting so overrun with patients that they're saying that people that come in with heart attacks, that they feel like they really struggling with resuscitating, that they gonna DNR. So wow, that's just how overwhelmed they are with coronavirus. And just think how the nurses are. Think about the nurses. You one nurse and you got like maybe, I don't know, 20, 25 patients.
Mhm.
All you got to keep turning. You know, they on their stomach, on the ice pack, trying to keep the fever down. And you running here. You might have to do, chest compressions here, CPR. Then run over here and do it. Then run
And
over
then
there
they're
and do it.
all,
Then run.
and then
Imagine
that's a
20.
lot.
And you
And
doing it for
that's a lot of
16,
stress too.
7. I know you're supposed to have 2 days off. I know, and you're supposed to have it, but some of these nurses and doctors are working 7/16. That's all I gotta say. They are working,
They're
working,
working
and
a
they
lot,
tired.
they're tired, and they're probably even stressed.
And they're also stressed out. They hurt because they the ones that got to go to these families
And
and
then
tell
tell
them.
them.
Let me take my glass off. I ain't reading. They're the ones that have to go to the families and tell them your family member didn't make it, or your family member did make it. But they're the ones that have to deal with that and deal with the
And
reaction.
that's a lot.
And then that's a lot to try to leave at the hospital and then bring home to your family and your kids and everybody, and and you got all this on you, and then you got to do your best and run your house and do your mom thing and do your laundry and wash it and cook and do what you do. So, my hats go off to all of the medical personnel
Yes, because
that are out
y'all
there
doing
doing their
everything,
best
everything they
and
can.
taking
So,
care of us, of the American people. And I'm just so thankful for each and every one of them. And then really all of the essential workers, because they're putting their lives on the line,
mhm,
working in grocery stores and doing all this other stuff just to take care of people and to take care of their families,
mhm.
and just because they're caring citizens. Now, as we know, the vaccines are rolling out.
Yeah. Which
That's a
means,
good
yeah.
thing. And like I told y'all, when I get mine, I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going to let you know from A to Z and everything else. Because from what I'm hearing, it's not really, if you don't get the ones I know, they ain't had no side effects. So I'm hoping that
And
I don't
everything is
have none
good.
either. And when I say side effects or
We're not talking
anything,
about.
I'm talking. What I mean is like the normal ones, the sore arm. Well, I know my arm probably gonna be sore, but far as the achy body and the fever, I heard from one person that might have had that had not might have, they did. I'm gonna keep shame the devil and tell the truth. They did, but it was mild aches and it went away. Tylenol, take a couple Tylenol, and that it just goes away. So it's just like a headache. You take a couple Tylenol and stuff like that. So you just have to keep monitoring and do your best. And I told you guys that I'm going to let you know when I take mine. And I thank you guys for tuning in and listening. We don't have no recipe today. I want you to tune into our podcast. I want you to remember your breathing exercises. I want you to remember to relax and breathe
And do your favorite
and
things.
don't overreact. Look before you leap. Those of you who lose stuff all the time and be blaming everybody for taking your stuff, or you might have misplaced something and stuff like that, look before you leap. Is that way you're not making an uproar and stuff. So I thank you guys for tuning in to the World According to Bookie and them.
And I hope that you are having a wonderful day. And if you're not, that's gonna change.
Hey, check out our podcast tonight. I'm just going off the top of my head and doing what I do. But our podcast, we getting ready to do that right now. We should have it done in like the next hour or so. But anywho, have a blessed